Callaloo soups, of course, we need dasheen bush. Some people call it taro leaves. We call it dasheen leaves or dasheen bush. That's how I grew up calling it. And I have it all shredded here. And it's about half a pound or so. Yeah, about half a pound. I didn't use the stems because the stems wasn't the greatest quality. The stuff we get here in Canada, by the time it gets here, the shelf life on it isn't all that long. So I shredded it and gave it a really good wash. Now when you're handling this, if it's your first time handling it, sometimes this may irritate your skin and it may cause your fingers to start itching. So what you want to do is get some vegetable oil and coat your hands, or use gloves, one or the other. The other thing is it can stain your fingers as well. Ladies, if you have that nice little manicure done, remember Uncle Chris warned all you, because we ain't trying to see no people staining all the nice manicure. But anyhow, we've got that. My pot is off at the moment, and the reason for doing it this way, because you all know I like building flavors, right? And I would typically start off with a bit of fat in there, which would be probably olive oil or something, and then I would add my pimento pepper, my garlic, my onion, and all those things, and then add this. But what we need to do is to break this down first, right? If you can't source the dasheen bush or the taro leaves, spinach or baby spinach will work as well. We'll need water, of course. And that is about 5 cups of water I just added in there. And what I'm going to do now is turn on the stove. And we're going to bring that up to a boil. Once it comes up to a boil, and we're going to reduce it to a sort of a rolling boil and let it go for about 15 to 20 minutes before I go in with my immersion blender to blend that to make it. This is the body of the soup here. This is the base, and this is why it's called Callaloo soup. If I had okra, I would have put some okra in here as well, but unfortunately it is minus 17 degrees Celsius. I am not going from grocery store to grocery store. No way, no sir, not on this, no. It's been about 20 minutes, closer to 25 minutes. It's been on that sort of rolling boil that you're seeing there. What I want to do now is to go in with my emulsion blender, and I'm going to blend it. I'm going to blitz it. And I went ahead and I turned the heat down as low as it can go, because remember, we're working with something that's boiling, yeah? So be careful. It took about 2 minutes for me to get to this sort of consistency here. What I have is an entire chicken that's been broken down and it's been seasoned with Caribbean green seasoning, salt, black pepper, a bit of grated ginger, as well as a bit of Worcestershire sauce. I just like adding a bit of Worcestershire to just about everything. Any sort of meat, I find that I get better results with that. I'm going to turn my heat back up now because we want to bring that back up to a boil. I also have some pre-boiled salted pigtail, and that is about, the chicken was about 2.5 to 3 pounds. This is about 2 pounds of pre-boiled. So what I did was I gave it a good rinse with lime juice, and I scraped it a bit to make sure there was no hair on it. I cut it up, well, I boiled them first and then I cut them up into 1.5 inch pieces. And that there is one of the key ingredients, in my humble opinion, of a good Callaloo soup. Now here's the thing, in Trinidad and Tobago, our Callaloo is totally different. The main flavor comes from coconut milk and crab. In some cases we use salted pigtails, and this is salted pigtails that's been pre-cooked, and sometimes we use salted beef as well too. But with the salted pigtail, all you do is you fill up a pot with water, you bring it up to a boil, you boil it for about 30 minutes, you drain that water, and you repeat that for another 30 to 40 minutes, and you drain it. And what that's going to do is remove most of the salt, but help to get it nice and tender, because while it's cured in a salt brine, it is still pretty tough, and you really need to cook it down. I will not add any salt to the pot right now, because the remnants of salt in that salted pigtail may just end up being enough, because remember, the chicken was seasoned with salt, yeah? Flavor, we've got the Scotch bonnet pepper that I cut into half. I got a couple scallions, some fresh thyme, two pimento, or what we call seasoning peppers, and onion, and that's all gonna go in here. I also want some garlic in there, so in goes that garlic, and of course we need to tuck everything down, give it a stir, like so. I have a feeling my pot will be too small, but small thing man. Anyhow, we need more liquid in here, and that liquid is going to come courtesy of, we've got coconut milk, and that is straight out of a can. I've got 2 cups of coconut milk there. I'm just going to give the glass a little rinse, and I'm going to add, I might as well show you. Let's give it a little rinse, toss that in there. And you know, traditionally now what they would do, not they, but what we would do, and like I was saying earlier, and I got off track there, and trying to make our Callaloo soup is different, but this is a soup that I learned to make from my friend from Grenada, and my friend from Antigua. She also makes something pretty similar, and I know in St. Vincent and the Grenadines they also do something similar. St. Lucia, throughout the Caribbean we have a version of Callaloo soup, not to be confused or mistaken for what Jamaicans call Callaloo, which is chore bhaji, totally different altogether. Traditionally water would be used, but I like going in with chicken stock, yeah, just to further enhance that chicken flavor that's in there. So what we need to do now is to bring this up to a boil. I'm gonna hit that a nice stir, bring that up to a boil, and let it go for about 20 minutes before we add some more ingredients in here, some more body, some more. Yo, this is big people thing, you know. You eat a bowl of this and good Lord, there's all kind of trouble happening in people's village, I'm telling you. But anyhow, bring that up to a boil, then we're gonna continue. It's been about 25 minutes on the rolling boil that you're seeing there. Earlier I may have said 15 minutes, but you want to get anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes. And you can see it's coming together nicely. The kitchen just smelling wicked as usual. At this point, what I want to start doing is adding my ground provision to there, and my pot is a bit too small. I have quite a bit, so what I'm gonna do is just layer it in. So I have some dasheen, I have sweet potato, I have just your regular everyday potato, and I've got some Eddos. Yeah, you can put whatever you want. I'm just gonna put a bit more because Uncle Chris kind of licorice for these ingredients. I grew up eating a lot of ground provision, so any opportunity to take advantage of it in my adult years, you know, are right inside there. If you wanted to add some pumpkin in here, or some butternut squash or anything like that, some green cooking banana, it's totally up to you, but you could keep it just like this. And yeah, my pot should be a bit bigger, but anyhow, we're gonna cook this down. It's gonna start melting and falling apart and all kind of thing like that. At that point, we have to add some dumpling, and my dumpling is going to be a cassava flour dumpling. So I have grated cassava and just all-purpose flour, some salt, and a tiny bit of sugar. Yeah, I like to add a bit of sugar in my flour dumplings, and some salt. Then we're going to put it in here, but we'll get to that. And later, after all of that, then we will taste it for salt and adjust the salt, because remember I said earlier we weren't going to add any salt because the chicken was seasoned in salt, and the salted pigtail will have remnants of salt still in there. It's been 45 minutes since I added the dasheen and Eddos and everything else, sweet potato and everything else in here. What I must mention is that I like my dasheen to sort of melt and thicken up the sort of broth or the base of the soup. Yeah, turn my heat down just a little bit. At this point, if you wanted, you can fish all of that time. I'm telling you, the thing is proper. What you want to do now is to make some flour dumplings, and again, it's a combination of flour and grated cassava. If you're I hate grating, so what I do, I go in the frozen section of the grocery store here in Canada, and they have already grated cassava. So I have 3/4 cups of grated cassava along with a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, and just a pinch of salt, and maybe about a teaspoon of brown sugar, and I created a dough. And what we're gonna do is just pinch off small pieces like so, yeah, and then you're gonna roll it into what's called spinners, yeah, like that. And just gonna dump that down in there. Now after it's been in there for about 5 to 7 minutes, you're gonna taste it, and that point is when you're gonna adjust the salt on the soup. But for now, just continue making those spinner dumplings. And you can make any shape dumplings you want. Yo, you guys know I like small dumplings, so this year is a bit different for me because I like the dumplings a little bit smaller. Yeah, Uncle Chris needed a bigger pot, but small thing. It's been about 5 minutes since I added those dumplings, and you can see they're already starting to firm up. And this is what I mean about the texture going on nice and creamy with the melted dasheen in there. You know, and I call it dasheen, but some people call it taro as well too, because I grew up calling it or knowing it as dasheen. And let's look at the nice big eddos and sweet potato. We've got the salted pigtail in there. We've got some nice big healthy pieces of chicken, and that was an entire chicken that I broke down, eh? So you'll find back, wing, nothing again wasted except the feet. No feet in this. That's a different soup altogether. That is a chicken foot soup. This here, Callaloo soup. St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, St. Lucia. If I forget anybody, my apologies. In Trinidad and Tobago, it's totally different. In Jamaica, totally different. Callaloo is something totally different. What I'm going to do now is taste that, adjust the salt. Now remember, I went in with an entire Scotch bonnet pepper. I like it spicy, but of course, you can cut back on that. The coconut milk in there is going to give it that rich sweetness as well too. And you see that dasheen bush that we started off with? Just look at that. That is a proper, that's pure iron. Listen, I'm telling all that we're doing all kind of, hey, you drink this soup and there's proper things happening later, you know. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Anyhow, I hope you all get an opportunity to get, see that nice big piece of pigtail there, boy? And that thing will melt in your mouth. And I'm telling you, if you know about chewing pigtail bone, Anyhow, I hope all get an opportunity to give this one a try. I'm going to shut off my stove. Technically, it could have been a bigger pot because I could add some more. And if you don't want to use the chicken stock, you can use water. As it cooks, I did add another cup of water in there just to bring about the water level. Chris here, CaribbeanPod.com. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. Callaloo soup, man.